Could you imagine John Lennon doing like "Hit 'Em Up" about Paul McCartney? Like,
brother, I hit him up. That'd be a dope song. That's why
I don't want to hold your hand anymore. Is that
that's
where
why I held your wife's hand, motherfucker. You fat motherfucker.
Indianapolis, John, Dick, and Cheese.
Welcome back to Attempted Delivery. We are recording this episode after the episode with Lennon Free, so by now there's probably still no Epstein list, and Diddy was probably found innocent on all charges. So
Wait, didn't all that already happen?
the Diddy thing did happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was found guilty on like the most modest charges that he was charged with.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it does sound. I don't know. I thought he was going to get more. I kind of thought he was going to get a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounded like it was going that way.
And I guess I'm biased because I just watched him drag Cassie down a hallway.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like,
that was tough to watch. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, they're going to hang him, right? And then,
Whoa.
no. Oh, shit.
I don't think they do that anymore.
All right, well, we're cutting that out of the episode. That is not.
Okay.
Well, okay. Well, then,
You said you were coming in hot.
That's not what I meant.
I didn't realize you were coming in that hot.
But yeah, so free Diddy. I'm free Diddy now. After that,
Maybe that should have been the title of the last episode. Lennon Free Diddy. Anyway,
yeah. So by now, there are no such thing as conspiracies. Everything is on the up and up.
right. Do you think the Diddy thing was like? I'm half-heartedly like joking about this. I don't actually believe this, but like, what if the whole like Diddy thing was like a distraction from Epstein, like the actual like
Not good.
I mean, I don't think either are good, but like
Yeah.
the powers that be, not like the actual people like people vote for, but like
Yeah.
whoever actually controls everything, like also control the media. And I mean, there's a lot.
Just say it. Just say it.
I mean, there's
Just
a lot
say it.
about both.
You know who they are? No, I'm kidding.
No one knows who they are. That's the thing. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
This is a weak premise.
No,
but
I think that's
because
a stretch,
both
they're
are bad. It's
They're
not
so
like,
separate and like they happened at separate times. So I don't think that would. be.
and both are getting. It's not like the Epstein thing isn't getting publicity. So like,
Yeah.
that my theory
it's,
does not hold water.
No. It's so funny. Yeah. No, I don't know anything about. The Diddy thing is kind of crazy. Just because I mean, this is like a week. This is like multiple weeks late, but
right. But also like with the. I didn't pay attention to the trial. I don't know what was proved and what wasn't. Like,
I don't know what was either, but I saw, I guess I have to like go back and watch it, but I saw this like video or clip or whatever of, it was like drawings. Have you seen these reels or whatever on Instagram or on like Facebook?
Yeah.
It's like some sort of like drawing representation of the courtroom. It's really weird. It's almost like, it's not cartoon, but it's like sort of like cartoons of the court case.
Well, they do that. There's
Is that something they
courtroom
do?
artists. Yeah, they still do that. Yeah, there's actually an artist that draw. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just like a tradition.
So they
thing
take
or like,
notes about what happened. Somebody takes notes about what happens
There's
in
a
the room.
stenographer that like just straight up like types every.
And that's
word.
public? Because
I assume.
Because I kept seeing stuff about the Diddy trial come out in public, like it's like public, but then it's drawings of like the courtroom happenings. It's weird.
There are courtrooms. Yeah, they.
Did you see
still
the one
do
about
that.
Prince?
No.
I wish I should have watched it or something before we recorded this. But there's this whole thing about like Prince had like a video testimony, like that he recorded, I guess, forever ago about Diddy.
Really?
It was really weird. It's so dumb to bring this up without actually having. I only watched
Maybe
like some
he
of it
didn't
because it
actually
was
overdose.
long.
How long after that testimony did
No,
he?
this would have. Well, I don't know. I think it was one of those dead man switch things, or like a Diddy man switch, or like when Diddy finally gets caught, give this to the court or something. That's what it was like. Literally recorded and I guess put aside for when Diddy gets popped.
Right.
Because I guess he never really like messed with Diddy. It's not 5 minutes yet. I guess he never really fucked with Diddy.
Nice.
I guess he never really fucked with Diddy. So he kind of like, I guess he recorded this statement about a bunch of shit that he saw. And I didn't watch the whole thing because it was like a long video, but it was this weird like drawing like pictures of like the court. I'm like, this is really odd.
Yeah, they do that in court.
So that's a thing?
They have like a courtroom artist who actually draw. Yeah, 100%.
How much do they draw? They draw Cassie getting their ass beat? How does that work?
No, just in the courtroom, it'll be shot of somebody on the
weird.
stand, the judge, the defendant. Like
Interesting.
Yeah. That's a thing.
That's so crazy. I've never heard of that. Wow. Okay. No, yeah, I guess that's not as weird as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it was just like this.
I don't know why they would still do it when like cameras exist.
Well, yeah.
Like I could,
But maybe they
see-
don't want
I
people
could
being
s-
on camera, or people don't feel comfortable on camera because people don't act themselves.
Well, some trials are closed to the public and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
you would think they would just have a court photographer. But I guess that's probably distracting. Where
For
somebody
sure.
just drawing in a corner.
It's fucking just a victim. Like, so then he took me into the room. Like, okay, can we not? I don't know. It's weird.
When
It's all weird. It's also weird to have somebody fucking like a caricature. Fucking like, all right, can you make my head smaller? Like,
right, look like a fucking boardwalk drawing.
I already got raped. I don't need my head to be gigantic.
When I'm on trial, which not if, but when I'm on trial, for killing somebody, I don't know.
I wouldn't put that out there, but
it's
sure.
bound to
Do
happen.
whatever you want.
I'd like turn to the courtroom
Caricature
artist.
artist.
Yeah. Just be like, draw me like one of your French girls.
Draw me like one of your French girls. But yeah,
who's on trial for murder?
yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, so I guess Diddy's innocent, apparently. Which is so crazy.
He survived prison. He survived himself. Like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. Well, for now.
Right. I heard saw some random headline that Ghislaine, I don't know how are
I
there not
hear
more,
both ways.
Yeah.
Ghislaine sounds better, so I say
how are there not
Ghislaine.
more Ghislaine jokes? Like
Yeah. It's where is she from? Is
how
it
do
like
you get to Epstein
Ghislaine
Island? The
or something?
Ghislaine. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. What were you saying?
Glad I talked over that.
Yeah, I
joke.
know. Me too. Me too.
Me too.
Yes, hashtag me too.
That's what she said. Wait. All right.
Anyway, what were either of us talking about?
Don't know. You were saying about Ghislaine.
Oh, apparently, her attorney is offering her like
Reduced
her
sentence?
to testify for immunity.
Oh, is that happening? Because I heard. I don't know if you've like read if you've listened to Tim Dillon at any point recently, but he's been talking about it heavily, obviously, and
for sure.
he was saying that he had like dinner with perhaps I think like JD Vance or whatever, the vice president and stuff, and he was like, he said that he was saying like, I'm telling them that she needs to testify. They need to do something. Because it's so crazy what they've done. I mean, it's so crazy. It's funny to me. I'm curious. I'm so curious of what's going to happen in the next week before this episode comes out.
Yeah, it's gonna. What if this is what we're talking about like, now is outdated and like
I know,
the
right?
shit actually
It's-
hit the fan? But
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have
doubt
much
it.
faith
I don't
in
think.
that,
I
but-
didn't think anything was going to happen as soon as they gave out those binders with the fake information, with less information that we already had.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know if you saw. Did you watch the Flagrant episode with Sagar and Getty,
I think so.
the Indian dude?
Yes.
all
well,
of
I
the
don't
fucking
watch it, so I heard it. So I
Oh,
didn't,
okay, same difference.
Yeah,
but
I don't hear color.
well, I know the guy, so
Okay, fair enough.
I actually, yeah. But so you heard, like, it's like Jesus Christ, how much? I would love to have a brain that was capable of that type of recall and all that information. I mean, he had it. I mean, he did have his laptop and stuff, but like, dude, I mean, what the fuck? He wasn't reading it like a teleprompter. He had that. I mean, I can't imagine being intelligent enough to have all that information and be able to recite it like that. I guess that's why I'm working for the post office. But yeah, like, just this billionaire fucking we're working with like Les Wexner or whatever, just getting millions of dollars, a brownstone in New York for consulting or doing somebody's taxes. I mean, it's just like, holy shit. And this is all like confirmed.
And the whole Victoria's Secret thing, like, what do? They recruit young
children.
women.
Yes. Yeah, literal children. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
How easy of a thing would that be to like
traffic with?
Well, yeah, I mean, Victoria's Secret obviously, like, as a company, hires adult women, but if you go to some like 16, 17-year-old and say, you know,
what do you want to be when you grow up?
We're gonna for lack of a better word, we're gonna groom you.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be a Victoria's Secret model and have millions of dollars and that kind of thing. Like, it's such how big of a bait is that? Like, it's so you know?
Yeah, it's wild.
It's fucking gross. I don't.
Yeah, and it's I have no idea. Yeah, and then it's so crazy. And there's like a lot of theories and stuff, but I don't know which one. I mean, it's just like it's so convoluted. It's crazy.
And the fact that it's been able to be contained this long. This is why people don't have faith in government.
Yeah.
Because you would think checks and balances, like, fuck taxes or policy or whatever.
Yeah.
You would think somebody would check and balance fucking pedophilia.
Well, that's
you know what I mean?
Like where all the evidence points to it being him being an asset for our government. So.
The ones doing the checking and balancing were checking and balancing children, not fucking laws and
well,
policies.
I don't even think it even got to any of them. You know what I mean? It's like
I think there's just so many. It's
too big.
So many parts of the system.
My thing is it's too big, and I don't think like this is very nihilistic, but I don't think there's any solving any of these problems. It's too big. There's too many people. There's too much it's been around for like over 100 years. Like there's just it's too big. Like I mean, this is gonna sound all crunchy granola bullshit, but like we probably should be just living like in villages, right? Like, I mean, at best, colonial fucking like. There's like a king with how much some territory, and like that's as big as it should probably be, right? Like a couple thousand people.
But with the same corruption would probably happen on a smaller scale.
Yeah, you're right. But it would be easier.
That saying,
yeah, but then you go fucking. Then everybody knows the king, and he's right there.
But he has the power.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, you're right. It's all fucked.
I mean, kings were killed, and I guess it's just harder to assassinate them. But look at the exact same situation with JFK. Like, there's still no answers with the assassination of quote unquote the most powerful person in the world.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So it didn't give me much faith that like the actual truth will come out. Like, I hope it does. Yeah, it deserves to. But like, and
then there's stuff like that, dude. I love how we just started with this. This is probably the worst thing to start with. That's my fault. I
you said we're going in hot, but
I didn't think it would get this depressing. But
we're just saying what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, the world is depressing. Like,
but that's where like, and then as soon as I want to be like super nihilistic about shit, like when they wanted to pass that bill or whatever, one of the things in the bill, did you see about that land ownership thing where they wanted to sell off like a fuck ton of public land?
No.
So it was this, and I don't know, like, I forget like the nuance because this was actually quite a few weeks ago. Okay. This was like before we even went on vacation, actually, like around that time. Already. And they wanted to sell a bunch. They wanted to pass this clause or whatever in this bill, and apparently one of these senators is always pushing for this for whatever reason, probably some lobbyist, and he's like always pushing to sell this like public land that like we as a country own. It's public land, and they want to sell it to private people. It's like, oh, what private people? It's not going to be me and you. We can't afford it.
Right.
So who, you know what I mean? It's one of those situations, and a bunch of people spoke out about it, and fucking like, what the hell is this? Cameron Haynes. He's one dude that like knows Rogan and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rogan posted about it. And between him and like that Cam Haynes dude is like a bow hunter. He's a real, like he's a hunter and shit. So he's always out he knows the public land well. You know what I mean? And he made this huge video about it, talking about how fucked up it is and how like it's like very obviously just totally trying to fuck the American people over. Right. And it got taken out. So I'm like, as soon as I want to be like a piece of like everything's shit, something like that happens, and I'm like, so maybe we shouldn't give up because that's what they want.
Right.
Even though I check out all the time. But you know what I mean? Like I don't, so it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, all right, so
it's
maybe
hard not to be cynical.
Yeah.
Like
so,
I always go back to that George Carlin quote, like behind every cynic is a disappointed idealist. It's like, but still, like something like that happens.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, so it's not
comes
hopeless.
Back.
It's just really, really bad.
Yeah.
So the whole Epstein thing, and they're talking about the Epstein thing. They're being forced to, like how the White House messaged Andrew Schultz. They responded to a podcast.
That's wild.
It's a big podcast, but it's.
So there's hope for us yet.
When I like, subscribe, fucking. But like I started watching Schultz like before the pandemic, and he didn't get the fucking views he's getting now. And they're talking shit. They're like, hey man, I voted for you, but like you're doing all this shit that I didn't agree with, and then. They're literally responding. So it's like, all right, but I still don't believe that, like, it makes waves, but I don't know. I know they're not in charge. Like, I know that. You know what I mean? So it's like.
I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to speak on that a little bit because I brought up Schultz when he had Trump on and that kind of thing. And, I was very happy that he had Pete Buttigieg and Bernie Sanders on too.
Well, and apparently they tried to
with Kamala,
but nobody responded, and then all of a sudden now they're going like a bunch of like liberal or like Democrats are going on these podcasts. It's like, well, that was late,
right?
Like that was about 6 months to a year too late. So I don't know what the fuck,
right? But I just wanted to speak on it because I didn't push back because I felt like they didn't challenge him, but I also understand that he's not going to do an interview where he gets challenged.
Well. And if he does, it's just going to be the same shit. Like I don't like the gotcha bullshit because it doesn't. It's just
and I don't
politics.
I don't think that would have been sincere also. But I think he challenged Bernie and Pete in ways that weren't gotcha. But
it was a conversation, and they literally said both of them. I think mentioned during their podcast were like, "This is great." It's like, yeah, man.
Right.
That's why people aren't watching the news anymore.
But that was my pushback with Trump because I don't think there could have been an authentic conversation because
he's a narcissist.
Well, yeah, he's not going to do an interview where he gets challenged. And
he did challenge him. I mean, he just lied. He did. I mean, I remember he literally said, "Listen, my parents were immigrants. I just want to make sure that like we're going after criminals and not going after whatever." And then literally turned around and did the fucking exact thing.
And here where I push back again is, like, did he not see the first 4 years? Like, why? Like, I guess what did he expect to be different?
I don't know. But then what? I mean, at that point, we might as well stop voting. I mean, that's my philosophy.
Exactly. George Carlin was saying this years ago.
I know,
he was like, I didn't vote. He was like, if you shouldn't have a say if you don't vote. I didn't vote for these people.
Yeah,
you did.
That's that's exactly it.
That's Carlin saying like.
Well, and I think that right now / 2 weeks ago, Schultz is handling it very well as far as he's like, okay, I voted for these things. They weren't even saying they were going to do these things. They weren't even saying they were doing it. They said that, like Kamala said that everything that they did, that she literally kind of ran on the platform as, I think we did great the last 4 years. Right. So it's like, well, what the fuck? That's not going to change. At least, I guess we'll try the liar. Yeah, right. He's just delivering on the immigration promise, I guess. Too much. Which I have an original conspiracy theory.
Okay.
This is my I came up with this. You heard it here. Somebody's going to say it this week. Somebody's going to say it this week, and then by the time this episode comes out, it's going to be they're going to think I took it.
Just for the record, this was recorded on
July 22nd.
Yep.
So I think this is, all right, so I have two. One is what's probably more true, and then the other one is what is like my made up one. So the what's probably true is, I think, Trump's like a narcissist or whatever. He's doing whatever he's doing. All the stuff is like real, what he's trying to like accomplish. I think that when he got shot.
Did he though?
I don't know, but let me tell you something. It's even harder to only graze an ear than it is to shoot somebody in the head. It is insane.
If the bullet actually grazed his ear.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. It
looks. I know we try not to get too political, and we try not to take too strong a stance in any way. That whole thing looked staged as fuck.
I guess.
Just
but
saying,
what does
you just happen to have a crane with the American flag, which you would, I guess, have at a rally.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen pictures of rallies.
Well, yeah, but why is Secret Service allowing him to like? Oh, he was just shot. Let's fucking jump up and
yeah. Well, I guess essentially what they have earpieces and shit, so they said target down, and he's got up anyway.
They don't know if there's multiple targets in that situation.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they staged it, why would they be like, it was a slanted roof? Like it's so bad of a staging. There's like, me and you could stage it better. So how could it be so bad?
Why was there an open window allowed in the book depository? Why?
I mean, that was far as shit. If that was even where the shot was taken from,
exactly.
That was really far away.
Exactly.
So like that was staged beautifully. Right. That was beautifully staged.
And this was 60 insane. Years. We're 60 years beyond that.
Yeah, and it's way worse. It's not even like technology's better, so we can see it staged better. No, there were people there like pointing at the kid on the roof. Like, hey, do something about that. And they just ignored the people. They're like, hey, there's a guy with a rifle up there. And they're like, what? No, we can't. What are you talking about? Like, they just like ignored. So I don't know. It's, right. I hate to say it's staged because it feels like it would be better than that. Wouldn't somebody, if it was staged, wouldn't somebody run up and fucking pop it? You know what I mean? Like, that would be better.
There would be too many eyewitnesses.
Well, there were a ton of eyewitnesses. Didn't you see the videos?
Yeah.
There's videos of like people filming the kid climbing on the roof. That's so much.
Isn't that a little obvious?
Well, yeah. That's what I mean. It's not good.
But if they can just say, well, that was the kid, he's dead. What can you say about him?
Well, yeah, but if they're going to kill somebody, why don't they just kill him point blank when he ran up on the president? You know what I mean? It's like, it's so bad. And then they tried to say that like it was a slanted roof. It's just like sloppy planning if it was staged.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm not sold
the
on
JFK thing wasn't staged. It wasn't coming from the fact, like they didn't fabricate the assassination.
Yeah.
It was a real assassination that was planned.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but here's the thing. Then, so what, they staged the shittiest debate he's ever had afterwards? Like, to Kamala, who was like not the best debater. She's like as good as me at fucking debate. I might beat her in a debate, and I'm retarded. Judging by this sentence, I'm retarded. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I don't know about that, but I think if I feel like there's one school of thought that I'm thinking that like some of his, like they like whatever the powers that be were like sick of his shit. And they're like, all right, you're going to shut the fuck up. This is what we can do. And then, yeah, like he's like, I mean, like he was like, after that, he was like shook. Because after that should have been like everything after that. He shouldn't have had to even do anything to win the election. I mean, he's fucking standing there with, like you said, with the fucking American flag in the background.
That picture is too...
I mean, they talked about it I think they talked about it in, I don't even know. I heard somebody talking about it, how like all those like political things, they have like professional fucking photographers constantly at like all the presidential stuff. That's why there's always like the most, which is impressive. I need to get somebody to do that for our stage pictures. I need some good, like every once in a while we get like a really good stage picture and I'm like, I need you to fucking come to some open mics and get me, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I need a new headshot is my point. But I don't know. But okay, so
just
here's...
the ear?
Huh? What'd you say?
I said just the ear? You're like, I need a new headshot.
Yeah. That's fine. That was good. I just missed it. But
so did he.
So that's like one school of thought. But I think, this is the conspiracy that I don't necessarily believe, and I'll justify it afterwards. But I almost think if we're gonna go like the whole way into conspiracy, I think Trump is fake. I don't think anything that he's ever done is real. And I think he is designed to divide the country. I think they got him to win. He's literally on TV, on reality TV. They placed him there to piss people off and make people dumber.
That is a theory that he's actually a Russian asset.
But
this is like a long game.
I think
going back to.
I don't think it would be that. I think it would be our government. Because if you've read 1984, they used foreign enemies as the enemy. They used we're at war with this country, which we do too.
We're doing that.
We're doing it right now
with
Iran.
With Mexican American citizens.
Well, that's not even.
But
that's,
also
yeah,
like
that's like. That would be another version of it, but like we were doing with Iran, we did it with Afghanistan for 20 fucking years, the war on terror. Even though
on fucking flagrant, they were like, "Who do you think took the shot?" He said, "Iran." Like, what was anybody thinking that?
No, yeah, exactly, yeah, and it's like that's foreshadowing if I've ever seen it, but like it's shit like that, but like in 1984, that was like what. And that's what you have to do when you have a king. When you have one government, you have a foreign enemy. You're constantly fighting a foreign enemy. This is why we need to stand together, because we have this enemy, that enemy. What it could be, instead of, because we have a democracy, instead of a foreign enemy, we have internal enemies. So what better to make sure that we're not paying attention to Epstein or any of the shit that our government's doing, but to have everybody against each other inside the country. So you get like the most enraging person you can to completely alienate half the country and then embolden half the country in half of the country in reasonable ways. Like, yeah, we're tired of being poor and fucked. And then the other ones are just racist. So it's like, it's the perfect fucking, I mean, it's too good. Like, it's too good of a division. Like, it just seems too convenient that like all these different, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like when, for example, when like Trump does something, the immigration is the perfect example. It takes nothing for these people to get a political win. Like if like Biden pays off a handful of student loans, that's like, it's a win. That's a political win because you helped people, or like Obamacare or whatever. That was like a win because it helped a lot of people, but it also like didn't help plenty of people, right? Like I remember when I was like a kid, it fucked me for some reason. Like I was like 17, 18, and I like, because they charged you if you didn't have health insurance.
Right. But you would have been covered up until you're 25 under your parents' insurance.
I was not. My parents I'm poor. My mom worked for Harley Davidson. She didn't have like CHIP or whatever the fuck. She didn't have any of that stuff. So I remember getting charged $600 a year for not having health insurance. Now, there were like loopholes, but it was because I wasn't like poor enough.
Right.
Like I didn't pay rent. I lived with my parents, so I didn't have any There's a term for it. I didn't have any responsibilities financially besides car insurance. So I didn't qualify for like the whatever. Yeah, I forget the details because it was like 10 years ago. Hell, God, I miss that time. God, I miss Obama. I miss Obama so much. But like, yeah, like so it there's like ways that like that happens, but like with like the immigration thing. The first like 30 days of his immigration policy, if he stopped right after 30 days, that is a political win. Everybody that voted for that is happy because he fucking clearly deported a bunch of people. And then he would stop.
But some would argue there was the one, like, there were, even in that time, there were.
For sure, yeah.
Just
For
citizens.
sure. Yeah, there was like literally citizens and then people protesting Israel. It's like, oh, that's not a conflict of interest. That's interesting, huh?
Right.
That's weird that they were just practicing freedom of speech and got thrown in the gulag.
But the whole premise of the illegals and criminals coming into the country, all that was just to set the infrastructure there. Once that infrastructure is in place, now they can do it to anybody.
Oh yeah, for sure. Which
the concentration camps, for lack of a better word, like all that infrastructure is there, and some of the corporate interests who build that infrastructure, guess who they donated money to? I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, that might be a thing.
Yeah, for sure. Which is but. My thing is, that's the thing with this theory is, if he was just trying to win, he won already. Like all you had to do was stop. Just like the first time he won in 2016, all you had to do was stop tweeting, and the heat comes down immediately, and it's just another presidency. But no. He's constantly on fucking social media, pissing people off. Same with the immigration thing. You're fucking raiding more and more. You're raiding farms, and then you're backtracking. And it's like, I feel like this is, I mean, and I don't, like I said, I don't actually believe this, but it's just a observation that it seems like everything he does, he doesn't stop when he could just stop. It's actually less work. It's literally less work.
If the end game was just to get each political win.
Well, yeah,
if there's a longer game being played,
but it's actually hurting him though. Like it's literally just giving more ammunition to the other side. So if he stopped,
but
they would
have changes.
Well, yeah, nothing changes.
It feels like the only thing that has come in close is the Epstein thing, which is why it's not anything policy. It's not anything, and it's literally, did you do that? And I said this years ago. I was like, it feels like there could literally be video of him pissing on a 4-year-old and it wouldn't really change anything.
I mean, probably
and I think it feels like we're about to find that out.
Yeah, but I also don't like this coverage where people are acting like it's like just him. And that dude had a fucking painting of Bill Clinton. That's weird as shit.
Right.
It's
that's why I said all the checks and balances. It feels like like.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean with
have some.
So they did all this talking about the fucking the Epstein stuff, and then all of a sudden they do a 180. It's like, I don't know if that's that administration. I think that's all of them. I think they're like, as soon as they saw what was in there, they're like, oh shit.
Right.
This is gonna be anarchy if this fucking
neither side can use it. Like, it seems like neither side knows what the fuck to do,
and that's,
because neither side can use it without also implicating themselves.
Exactly.
And we as the people should be like, oh, then you're both fucked.
Yeah. But no,
because I think people are just looking for a chance to say your side's wrong for whatever the fuck reason.
No, that's literally all it is.
And that's all of the abortion, gay rights, all of those things are issues to do that with. But this issue specifically, can we at least get behind that?
Yeah.
And if we can't get behind that,
well, and everybody, and everybody agrees with it,
right?
Nobody
except
for them,
except the people in power.
And
so it's like,
so it's just not gonna. I am curious. It It is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I am curious now. Before, I didn't even think there was a chance of us seeing the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, oh, shit. Like, they actually are not, like, I don't know.
And if we don't, I think that will be the last
as
far as people's faith in government.
I actually disagree because I still see people like that's why I still see people are like, they don't want to fucking let him out because Trump's in those videos. It's like, you're still doing it. You're still doing the thing. You're still doing you're still doing the team sport thing.
That's why he doesn't want them out.
Yeah.
But
why would 50% of Congress say no to the thing? Like,
right.
There's mad people that said no to releasing that shit, to releasing the court documents or whatever.
I'm gonna go slightly esoteric on this, and incorporate The Sopranos and The Wire, because I think this kind of speaks to a little bit.
Before you do that, do we have anything else to add to this? I don't think.
Well, this is related.
Mean beyond that. Anything else?
I don't think so.
All right, cool.
No.
Because this is a good segue, so keep going.
Okay, cool. There's a scene in The Sopranos where Tony's in the hospital, and they're him and this older guy that he kind of like befriends in the hospital is talking. And he kind of like has like a little bit of wisdom or whatever, and he's talking about this boxing match. Where these two people, and he's like, you can view this as like two opposing sides like viewing each other, or you can kind of see it as they're both part of the same thing. And I'm not saying like the both sides ism. I'm saying it's literally one thing. And
you mean like they're one team? It's like
not necessarily. There are no teams. It's you can't have somebody just punching into midair. That it's a thing. So you can view it as like two sides and like my side one of the or view thing. Now, where I want to tie that into the why I love it is because it gives you the full scope of the quote unquote war on drugs, the whole like drug trade.
Well, yeah, and it shows every perspective
and how all facets of it are complicit in it going.
Yes.
Even those who are trying to do it against it, there are.
Well, yeah.
It's one thing. There aren't sides.
Yeah, because without the drugs, the drug dealers, cops don't get funding. They don't get it's all
exactly. It's all related, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to
sound like but it's the thing is like that is how it is actually.
Right. I have a hard time
because that's
articulating it, but it
is hard.
So there are parts to this. There might not be some congressmen may not have been on Epstein Island.
That was the one thing.
Maybe he approved a policy or voted on a bill that allowed this to happen and that.
I don't think, to be clear, I don't think they're all I don't think they're all in on the conspiracy. I think they're doing their job, and it's just all moving
with their
parts.
self-interest in mind.
Yes.
So there are
and then some people I believe some of the politicians. I believe I always use Bernie Sanders as an example because I don't even agree with all of his ideas, but I think he believes in them. So that's the thing. That's why he's not gonna be the president. That's why he got fucking blackballed out of the primaries. How many times? That's why, because I think he's not gonna do that. And you know what I mean? So that's where the no hope comes from, because it seems like anybody who I truly believes their shit. And that's why that supports the fact that Trump was able to get in there. That's what makes me think that it could just be that's a part of the plan. That's the enemy for this side. And it was getting getting to the point where it was like, all right, Bush, then Obama, nothing's changing. It's all the same thing. They all bombed Syria. And people were kind of getting disillusioned. They're like, oh, we need a bad guy. Orange guy. He's going to fucking ruin everything. and it seems to be working very well. But I don't know.
It's yeah. Yeah, I mean,
It's just
not everyone has to like die, but like with like Bernie, it's like all they just have to silence or like
they seem to like
because he was the guy as far as like
that. I think the last bit of it's not all rigged that I had in me. The last bit of, and I didn't have a lot at this point, but the last bit of it's not rigged that I had in me was when Biden beat Bernie in 2020.
Yeah.
Or what, 20, whenever that primary was. I was like, that's who they're running?
Right.
The guy who no one gave a fuck about because Obama was the shit?
Right.
It was like Obama was like a super eloquent, like awesome president. I mean, it wasn't, they're all bad. Because like if you look back, it's like, oh yeah, he still did all of the things. He still had kids in cages. He still bombed the shit out of the Middle East. It's like literally the same thing. But at least you felt good listening to him talk. At the very least. But like it was like, all right, this guy, like so many people liked Bernie, and Democrats or like liberals are supposed to be like the intelligent. They're supposed to be like, that's the stereotype, is that they're intelligent, they're pretentious, and there's no way they picked Biden over Bernie. It's impossible. It's actually impossible.
Right.
So I didn't even know about the details. I didn't even know about the super PACs and like all the shit. Now I do, and now I know how it was rigged. But even just being an outsider I didn't know a goddamn thing. As soon as I saw that, I was like, well, something happened. Because there's no chance that they didn't vote for this guy.
Because Bernie was the only one who was echoing actually people want. Like,
yes, and he had steam. It's not like he had no steam.
Right.
I think everybody my age fucking loved him, I'm assuming. But that's because that's the only... I didn't even know who Biden was. I forgot he was the vice president. That's how on the back burner that motherfucker was. And they were just like, here's the guy. It was like, oh, okay. Like, it was just so crazy.
Yeah, and then you find out they were a weekend at Bidening. Like, just like, what the fuck?
Which was immediate, and then like no one talked about that. It's just like, see, this is where I give up. You can't.
And I heard people saying Bernie was too old. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
what's this?
No, he was the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if his hair was
he's
a
not
little
too
messed
old
up.
now.
Like,
he thinks he's too old, probably because he got too many death threats. He's probably like, no, I'm good. I see what's gonna happen to me if I fucking get in there.
Well, that's to bring it back to my point was like, not everyone has to die. Like that Hicks bit, like, all those people who say that we should live together in peace, love one another, and
no, they all get killed.
Yeah,
they all get smoked. Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah, John Lennon and Tupac are both dead.
I'm still not 100% convinced about John Lennon. Yes, I know we know who did it. It was.
Oh no, yeah, no. I don't know. I just then
I start thinking MK Ultra and like you can convince somebody if they're already mentally fragile to do whatever you want.
Yeah, the only pushback I don't. It's not even pushback. I don't have any of the information for the actual like that conspiracy.
I don't either. I just literally.
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
it's just a feeling.
Why is that any different?
I know. Well, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how it's. There's no facts behind it. That's how I feel about Tupac, because I know what that music did to me when I heard it as a teenager. I was like, dude, this is like the most inspirational rap music I've ever heard. This guy's like talking about shit I've never heard anybody talk about besides John Lennon. That's crazy. I wonder why they're both dead.
Could you imagine?
That'd be a sick fucking track.
No, could you imagine John Lennon doing like "Hit 'Em Up" about Paul McCartney? Like,
brother, I hit him up. That'd be a dope song. I don't think he would do it about Paul McCartney. I don't think they hated each other.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't even know.
They actually did do kind of like diss tracks, but it's like as diss tracky as like two former hippies could be.
I want to. That's why
I don't want to hold your hand anymore. Is that
that's why I held your wife's hand, motherfucker. You fat motherfucker. Oh shit, that'd be the dopest. That'd be the most boring diss track. That's fun.
I felt like we were going somewhere.
I think we were. You have anything to add to that?
No, it's just like that. Yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, this is way more political than we've ever gotten. But
I mean, it's not really. It's hard to even call it political at this point.
Right. It's just what's going on. But it makes me think of Bill Hicks. I wish when we were just doing audio, I played George Carlin, like the American Dream bit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play it because I don't know if we can.
No,
and also, I'm not just going to hold my phone up for audio or hold the camera,
it looks awkward. Yeah.
But like Bill Hicks, it's just a ride. Like if you're listening to this, watching this, like go just why like it. That's kind of like where I've been more mentally like just checking out of this whole system. Like,
well, Nick, because there's nothing.
There's no fixing
first off,
the system. There's no
nothing,
fixing it's.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
So for one, your own mental health, and also, it sure as hell seems like it's all getting now. Again, they pushed back on some shit, and it like worked. Mm-hmm. The Epstein list might come out at some point, or it's not even a list. And I liked, if you want to know all about the Epstein thing, I love that I'm about to plug a way more successful podcast, like about 10,000.
Any podcast?
True, very true. Not any podcast. There's probably about 1 million that are less successful. But just go watch the flagrant podcast with Sagar and Jetty. I think it's called Epstein Explained on YouTube or whatever, Spotify. And he has like fucking all the receipts to all this stuff. It's really good. It's a really good episode. They don't get off task very often. I mean, it's like solid, it's a lot of information, but
I kind of want to read it.
All right.
If that's not too annoying.
We'll see.
For everybody.
I'll write down
I
the
feel
time
like,
in case it's super annoying. I'll cut it out.
You could cut it out.
Yeah.
Go ahead and write the time down because if it's just too much. But I feel like because I'm 1,000, I like maybe resonate or like some people might not even know who Bill Hicks is.
And it's not like he's like the most funniest comedian, but it's very thought-provoking, Carlin-esque.
Right. His thing was all about truth.
Yeah,
he was like, I don't care how offensive you are or whatever, as long as it's truth. He was all about authenticity. And he was all about like the moment you do a commercial, you give up your artistic license. And the world has changed a bit, I think, since then, but it was more about the art and truth. And like he did some bits that like you couldn't get away with today and that kind of thing. But at the same time was one of few voices actually talking about like peace. And like literally like, sorry, there's a crying child in the background. She's crying for the world as we are. So if this is annoying, cut it. But I feel like it's checking out of the system. Like this can't be all there is, just working. You know, somebody, I don't know if it was said in that podcast, but like capitalism is the best or easiest version of slavery because it's people just participate without realizing it. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up. So the world is like a ride at an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think it's real because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has its thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut them up. We have a lot of invested in this ride. Shut them up. Look at my furrows of my worry. Look at my big bank account and my family. This has to be real. It's just a ride, but we always kill those good guys who try and tell us that. Ever notice that? And we let the demons run amok. But it doesn't matter because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's only a choice. No effort, no worry, no job, no savings of money. Just a choice right now between fear and love. The eyes of fear want you to put bigger locks on your door, buy bigger guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love instead see of all of us as one. And that's what made me think of this, the thing. All of us is one. Here's what we can do to change the world right now into a better ride. Take all that money we spend on weapons and defense each year and instead spend it on clothing and educating the poor of the world, which you would do many times over, not one human being excluded, and we can explore space together, both inner and outer, forever in peace.
Amen.
Indeed. Indeed. And this was like later in his career, so this was probably early 90s, so that's 30 plus years ago.
Fucking kudos to those motherfuckers for seeing it coming.
Yeah. And Bill Burr's been echoing the same shit about about politics on his podcast, like currently about like it's not red tie, blue tie. He's been echoing the sentiments that George Carlin said 30, 40 years ago. George Carlin was saying in his bit, the people, the system that threw people overboard 34 years ago. I kind of want to go back 30, 40 years before Carlin and see who was saying that, like, if anybody was. I mean, is that when he was getting thrown in jail with
Lenny Bruce?
I don't know. You know, I just I don't know. I've just been on this thing like this can't be it.
Yeah, it's not. I mean,
you know,
because there's not in most cases there's not. Yeah, I guess I should appreciate some people that do want to check in all the time because, like I said, I
really have to apologize. I don't know if anyone's hearing the screaming baby in the background, but sorry, continue. I just have to apologize. I can't do anything about that right now.
I don't I don't know to what extent. Because it clearly helps. Mm-hmm. Like some of these people, like for as much as people disagree or whatever with like Rogan, him posting. I don't know what kind of following Cameron Hayes has, but him posting that shit that Cameron Hayes posted got that fucking that land shit taken out of those bills. So it's like
that's the shit they try to sneak in. Why can multiple things be in a bill?
That's a whole nother conversation. I mean, it doesn't even make it. It's so absurd the way.
If that's their job, their only job is to pass bills. Do them one at a time.
Yeah, just do it one at a time. It's really insane. It's always like that.
It's always okay. We'll go with that if you let us add this in and that in, and then we're gonna go take vacation for 3 months.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You just vote one by one because then you have to put your name on that vote.
Here's my take, and it's crazy. Why are you voting on anything? Why do we need you? We have the internet. We can vote remotely.
Right.
Why can't
we don't need representatives anymore? Why can't we just all vote?
Exactly, but that would never happen.
Everything is popular vote. Exactly.
Because then, we should be voting on. No, I can vote. We both work for the post office. We have a website where we have to log in with very secure shit.
2 or 3
it's
times.
like 9 fucking. Right. We got to get a text with a number, and then if we want to look at our pay stub, we got to log in again.
Yeah,
we got to log in twice just to see how much we get paid in this paycheck. We fucking signed up with our social security, all kinds of shit, social security number, all kinds of shit, and we get to see our paycheck. Why can't there be a voting system? Why can't we vote? Because that would work.
Right. Because
then it would be fair, and we would say no. Take that out of the bill. We're not going to vote on that. We're not retarded. We're not going to. I'm not.
Right.
I remember when I was younger, I smoked cigarettes and stuff. I remember. So you could go to a smoke shop especially one that had a lot of tobacco. Mm-hmm. They would roll you a cigarette. Like you would say, "Oh, could I try this menthol tobacco with just like a full flavored tube?" Mm-hmm. And then you roll a cigarette and you light it and you'd smoke it and be like, "Okay, I don't really. This isn't really like menthol-y enough. Let me try the menthol with the menthol tubes." Mm-hmm. And you try that, and be like, "Well, that's too much menthol. Let me get menthol tobacco with the light tubes." The light regular, like light cigarette tubes. And they're like, all right, that's good. Let me do that. Give me that. I'll buy those tubes and that tobacco. You could taste test cigarettes. And I remember at some point there was some transportation bill that they made in Pennsylvania at some point. And somewhere in that, there was some sort of legislation that made that no longer legal. And literally, I went into the fucking smoke shop. I didn't. I'm embellishing. My parents went into the smoke shop and they told them about it. Nobody tried to smoke cigarettes, but nobody tried to test cigarettes. But like, they were told, the people behind the counter were like, "Yeah, they just passed this bill. We can't test cigarettes anymore." It's like, what is this? Which is also a crazy thing to even include. It's like, who cares? I'm in a smoke shop. I'm 18. Now it's 21.
Right.
But I'm 18. I'm illegally allowed to smoke. Why can't I test cigarettes? This is retarded. Doesn't even make sense.
Ugh.
But yeah, it's like, that's so wildly different. Like, I just want no potholes. But I can't test my cigarettes now because you want to fix the potholes? Like,
Which they don't.
yeah, which they never did. They didn't do either. You weren't allowed to smoke cigarettes and they didn't fix the potholes. So
Right. Yeah, 83 is beautiful in Maryland. They just repaved it. They finished it.
As soon as you see that welcome sign,
Yeah.
as soon as you see that welcome sign, you get fucking flat tires.
Right. Maybe that's their goal. Who needs a rumble strip if there's just potholes everywhere? They can save money making the rumble strips.
Well, I
Just
mean, you're
not-
saving lives. Nobody's speeding. You can't afford to go 90 if your car can't handle the fucking potholes. But all right, well, let's go move on to something lighter.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said there was a transition there where I brought up.
Well,
are you teasing me?
no.
Are you teasing me?
So I started watching The Sopranos.
I thought that was. I thought that might be it.
Yeah,
'Cause
that is it.
Fucking A.
We're only like 2 episodes in, but
Okay,
I
fucking
did
A.
start watching The Sopranos.
Hell yeah.
First episode was crazy,
Yeah.
which is funny. I guess, I don't know if you told me, but I know Drew told me again, if I already knew that it was originally pitched as a comedy.
I think so. Yeah.
They pitched it for like television as a comedy, which is why the first episode is like kind of absurd.
Yeah. It's with the whole driving scene with them chasing down the guy. Funny fact about that: Michael Imperioli, who plays Christopher, lied. He didn't even have his license, so he was like driving and didn't like he wrecked the car, like actually trying to drive and do that scene and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's really funny.
But this makes me happy.
Yeah. So far I like it. Obviously, it's good.
Right.
It is a little dated,
For sure.
but it's not too bad. It's mostly the only time it like kind of hits me is when there's action. The action's really bad, like compared to what I know now. When did it start? The 90s?
I believe they filmed the pilot in 99.
Okay.
I could be wrong about this, but I think they filmed the pilot and then they came back.
Yeah, I think in like
98,
episode
99.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
It might be 3. I think we might be 3 episodes in where he loses it because of his mom and stuff. He like loses it on the bartender and like beats the shit out of him with the phone.
Right.
And it's like really bad. It looks very obviously fake.
I think there was like a year or so between the pilot and them actually doing the show. They didn't think it was going to go anywhere. So I think it was a year. I think they shot the pilot and I think they landed with HBO. I could be mixing some things up, but I think it was a year between them shooting the pilot. The first season feels and looks pretty primitive. But as it goes on, I want to say, I don't remember if it was season 3 or 4 where it looked so much more cinematic.
Yeah.
There was a darker tone, darker lighting, darker everything. And I think it started to probably look a little bit more realistic. The show is funny throughout.
Yeah.
There's humor 100%
But I'm a monster, so I was laughing in all of the episodes.
It is a very funny show.
Yeah.
But I will say the first season or 2, they're good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And it was groundbreaking and everything. It'll feel dated. As it goes on, it will feel more...
improve,
for sure, just because everyone gets better, obviously. But it does go. It just keeps going darker. Which obviously,
and I would probably. I'm assuming realer.
Yeah.
Like less. Yeah. Less cheeky, a little bit more dramatic, which I love that shit. So
100%.
And I have all. I mean, I don't. I still. I feel like I say this all the time, but I still don't think. I don't think I've ever seen anything on HBO that like was bad.
Right.
Like literally nothing. Even like the bad stuff is like, it's still good. It's still pretty damn good. There's this show called Hung on HBO that I only watched because it came on like after True Blood or whatever when it was on. and it was a show about like a male. It was like he was like a teacher, and he was hung. Literally, the show is about him being a good fuck, and basically he was like good in bed, and he like, I think how it happened is he like fucked this girl, and she was like, "You should do this like professionally." Like he's like so good that he like that this chick gets the idea to basically pimp him, and she's his pimp. It's a very fun show, and I don't think I ever saw it to completion. But it is a solid show. It's a rock hard show.
See, I feel like I only got that from like a waitress who like brought me wings and like saw me eat them, and she's like, saw me eat them, and she's like, "You should do this professionally." Like, I don't know. I'm trying to make this funny, so we've been fucking super dark this whole.
Yeah, I know, right?
Cut that out.
No, it's staying in. Oh, it's staying in. I don't know, man. I don't have much else to say.
Hell yeah,
we're at an hour.
Well, that's one step closer to The Wire.
Yeah. I'm excited for The Wire because I think that's just the better show. I just because it's newer and it has, my philosophy on like anything that got like to look at like Michael Jordan's the best because everybody that's better than him fucking had him to look up to. It's like, sure. You don't like I don't even like I don't love the Beatles, but like they're probably the best. They're probably the best because of like, it's just can't get more revolutionary. Nobody was fucking making any music like that.
Right.
It's like they were the first to do so much. Right. I mean, you listen to like As My Guitar Gently Weeps and you're like, wait, this was the 60s? Right. Like the fuck are you talking about? This is unbelievable. So I don't know. But speaking of television, since we're on the topic, did you see Shane Gillis at the ESPYs?
Just some clips.
Yeah, you should watch the whole monologue or whatever. It was really good. So many jokes bombed that didn't deserve to bomb.
Right.
Did you see the one where he shouts out his friend's wife? People were like mad, and I'm like, yo.
Because he kind of, he got you. Like,
yeah,
you all were cheering. Like,
you fucking clapped for his friend's wife.
Right. That's calling out a little bit of hypocrisy. Like,
and if you're mad about it, you're a hypocrite.
Right.
Unless I'm crazy, but like you...
Are you mad at the joke or mad that he's kind of right?
Yeah.
That you didn't know.
That joke works for a reason. Okay? Right. Like you don't get to... Yeah. You don't get to take the high road. You didn't know who she was. You thought that he was...
Right. He's kind of calling out the virtue signaling of like,
100%.
Women's sports, but you still know nothing about it.
It's so funny. He's like, that's crazy. You guys clap for that.
Yeah.
And then after because he did that Norm joke... At the end?
I didn't hear that one.
Oh,
see that
okay.
One.
You should just watch it. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But he does...
I saw a few clips.
Yeah, and it's not... Yeah, and he does like a story about meeting Trump in like a state. It's a fucking really funny story. And some of the tags in the story like bombed. And I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. Like...
It's also an award show, not a comedy show. So like,
yeah, but it's about
jokes.
Meeting him. Yeah. I never even heard of the ESPYs before this. Right. So I guess notoriously comedians they never do well at these things. Right. Sometimes they do, or they get slapped by Will Smith. It's kind of like one or the other, seems like. But or you wish you got slapped by Will Smith.
Right.
You'd rather that than bomb.
But some are perfectly good jokes, but it's like the audience is there for them and the sports and the awards and the self-congratulatory bullshit.
Or it's just it's not a comedy club, so it's just not going to work. Right. But then I went back and watched Norm Macdonald do the ESPYs. It was like the sixth ESPYs. Mm-hmm. And he did well, but then some of the jokes fucking got his last joke. And which is the one that Shane Gillis actually did at the ESPY at this one. Mm-hmm. No one liked. Fucking no one liked. But no one liked it, especially when Norm Macdonald did it. But it's worth a watch. And then it's also worth a watch to go back and watch the Norm Macdonald one. And his was like the sixth ESPYs. So it hasn't even been around that long. But I didn't even know what that was. But and it's just funny. There's like people like literally, there's like controversies about people were like mad about. It's like to be mad about none of the jokes were offensive enough to be outraged about.
I'm sure.
It's so funny that anybody would give a fuck about any of these jokes. They were, and most of them, if not all of them, were like very well written. They were either very well written, good jokes, or they were so goofy that you couldn't. It's like, haha, that's ridiculous. Like,
Right.
yeah, it's really they're either very fun or just well written jokes. But
it's wild. Like coming off doing a competition or like something like that, comedy wise.
Yeah.
It feels like big because that's like in our world and that kind of thing. And then thinking because we're like comedy nerds and we're like trying to do the thing and we're in it, like Shane Gillis has become this huge figure, whether you like him or not.
Yeah.
He's a huge figure in comedy. But then like I'm at the Comedy Zone the other night and I'm trying to tell like my parents, my aunt came and I was like, oh yeah, you like know Shane Gillis? He's hosted SNL a couple times. He just hosted the ESPYs and they're like, who?
Yeah.
And it makes you realize like the things that
It's a
you
big
think,
world.
the things that you think are so like huge are not that big of a deal. Like, so anybody stressing the competition, it's like in the moment, it might feel like huge, but you got to take a step back and be like, this is so small in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
It might be big in your life and it's okay to be, but like you can't take like it personally, unless like the other competition people who don't deserve to move on do. But I'm just kidding.
Just had to ruin it.
I know. And we already talked about that, but it just made me realize it's crazy that like somebody so big in our world,
And people still don't know who the fuck he is.
right? He literally. But if you tell them Saturday Night Live, you tell them fucking like Chevy Chase, right? Like, yeah, I mean, and it could be just an age thing.
And
It could be an
there's
age
a bunch
thing,
of people that don't even know what Saturday Night Live is.
right?
They're like, wait, is that like that's that show like that's been around for a while?
Forever.
Yeah. It's like they don't even. It's
just
a big
wild
world.
thing. It was mind blowing because it's so common to us. Like, oh yeah, obviously Shane Gillis. But I was trying to tell them like, yeah, he was on this stage. Like he would.
And they were like, well, yeah,
work
why
in
wouldn't he
this
be? He's a nobody.
community.
I don't know who that is.
Right. It's like, yeah, he just literally hosted
Yeah.
the like sports awards
Yeah.
like the other day.
Hosted Saturday Night Live. He just did an arena in every state in the country. Yeah, it's so funny.
It's just
Yeah, it's crazy
just funny how
many-
the comedy world can feel like the whole world, but it's just
Well, and that's anybody. I mean, especially now with like celebrity, like so many people could walk down. Like I'm pretty sure who's Timothy Chalamet. Like I don't even know if I recognize him. I can't even picture him right now. One of the greatest actors working right now. Like he just played Bob Dylan.
right.
Like he's like clearly one of the best actors right now. And
Or at least marketable. I mean,
I think he's really good. As far as I know,
I haven't seen enough to.
I've heard nothing but like really good praise and like artistically, not like. I guess when actors get really big, I don't know how many of them don't deserve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
When you think about it, like I'm trying to think of like even Nicolas Cage. Like a lot of people shit on him. It's like he's still kind of awesome. Like he's fucking awesome. Yeah. And that's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. When actors really break through like that, I don't know if any of them don't at least deserve like some flowers for being good actors. I'm trying to think of any that are just like not good. Like they're all good at what they do. Speaking of a couple, like last week I saw last week saw like Bruce Willis, like, did you see anything about that? It's like really depressing. I don't know why. I shouldn't even. As soon as I said that, I shouldn't even have said anything. But
this might be our darkest episode ever.
Bruce Willis like doesn't even like. He's like doesn't remember that he was famous. It's like, dude, that's sad. I mean, it's probably awesome in his head. You know what I mean? Like he's probably really happy, just living life.
Yeah.
He's like, why are these people taking pictures of me?
Right.
Why they're not taking pictures of you guys? Like they don't. Right. But like, it's like really. I wish they'd stop reporting on it. What are you guys doing? Are you trying to ruin our day? Like, were you trying to ruin everybody's day? That reporting, like, hey, guess what? Breaking news: Bruce Willis forgot he was famous. Can you shut the fuck up, please? Like, I don't want to know.
Well, it was kind of wild. Like I was saying, like somebody can seem like so like much a part of the world, and then like other people don't know. But it's sad when like the person doesn't know. Like it's like
it's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I brought that up. That was my bad. That was my bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. Besides, shout out Shane Gillis. It's awesome. Tires was in the top 10 for a really long time.
Yeah,
Did
I was
you
gonna
see that shit?
Yeah. He has a hit show
awesome.
with SNL, like
yeah.
And you don't know, like, not everyone has to know everybody, but it's just weird to
it's impossible.
to not
There's
even
so
hear
much.
the name.
The internet's so big.
To not even hear the name is wild.
Yeah, it is funny to not even have ever heard of him.
You know what I mean?
Especially him. He was in. Do you watch football? He was in Bud Light commercials with Post Malone. You probably don't know who that is either.
Right.
You probably never heard of Post Malone either.
I don't even know who or what a Chapel Roan is, but I know she's a musician or whatever.
Isn't it
like
Chappelle? It's spelled Chappelle.
It should be.
Maybe
it
whatever.
should be. But
HOTTOGO.
But I've heard the name. Like to not even. It's just wild. To me
but we're plugged in to like a different extent.
True.
Because we kind of have to be. Like that's the shittiest thing about comedy. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had like an act that was like irreverent and like Zach Galifianakis type shit,
right?
So that I could never look at so I could just be so checked out. It doesn't even matter. I'm trying to think of a comic that's like so crazy, like Jim Carrey. Well, Jim Carrey might be a good example. That's just so that he doesn't even have to be like in the zeitgeist ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's so alternative comedy that like.
Well, but I mean, he did become.
Nah, he was. That's a bad example. Is there
as
anybody?
An actor, he became.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of somebody that's so like personal and out of touch in like their material that they could never look at the news. I'm trying. You know what I mean? It'd be sick.
Stanhope in a way. He's not.
What he was like very observational of like the world.
True, but not like necessarily current events.
You're right. Yeah,
really.
fair.
He's not really.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, that tracks.
Maybe that's not a great example.
It's not
but
the best example, but you're not wrong.
Yeah,
he does. Yeah. No, you're right. That's
like
not the worst.
He's just doing
example.
his own.
Yeah.
Thing, regardless. But I mean, there's probably a better example.
Yeah, but it sucks having to. I don't know, because especially when we do this, it kind of feels like we have to at least know something. It just feels like we have to be plugged in to an extent. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was because I was watching. I was very because I watched just because I they're shorter episodes, so it was easier. We watched them like every time we ate dinner. But I watched like Tires as soon as it came out. I wanted to watch because I just wanted to like support that. Because one, it's a really good show. It's fucking hilarious, and again, it's shorter episodes, so we got to watch it during dinner.
Right.
And it was just like it was on the top 10. Every time we watched every time we watched something on Netflix during dinner, I always scrolled down to the top 10 to see if it was still there. Dude, that shit was there for like 6 weeks or something at least. The only thing it was like 2. For so long, but Ginny and Georgia were fucking them up the whole time. And fucking Ginny and Georgia got them beat.
Who's that?
Just this show that was number 1 on Netflix.
I guess I just proved my proved my point or disproved my point that I have no fucking clue what that is, and that was number 1. But
no, you proved your point because and it was Lori was watching it. It's an interesting show. I'm not gonna get into it because I didn't sit down and watch all of it, but it seemed like it was a very interesting show.
Right.
But yeah, they fucking beat him the whole time. I don't think they got in the top 10. Or I don't think they got in the number 1 spot. But for a comedy show to be number 2 and counting down for like 6 weeks at least. I mean, it was impressive. It might have been even like 2 months. I mean, it was a long ass time. So that's sick. For sure, they're getting a 3rd season if it's not already been approved.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sick. It's crazy to see somebody from this area.
Yeah. Maybe there's hope for us.
Yep. So like and subscribe.
I can't even say that with a straight face.
No, there's no way. It's never going to happen. But
Not
yeah.
with these rigged competitions. I'm over it.
Yeah, because that competition was going to get you to
I know.
SNL.
Anyway,
I don't think I have anything else.
I definitely do not have anything else.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is what happens when we do 2 in a night. Sorry for like a somewhat political episode, but I don't think we're like choosing sides here other than like not the side of the pedophiles.
I think we chose our side.
Yeah.
Our side. Because I know they're not watching, so.
Yeah, they tuned out.
No, I meant they. I meant they as in like the people we're talking about, like the politicians. They're not watching, so.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Just check out. It's not worth it.
Yeah. It's just a ride. Remember
just
that.
a ride.
It's just a ride. See you next Thursday.
Take it easy.